We bought a faulty electric car for less than £1,500 that should have been worth about five and a half, with the bright idea that we're going to repair it and essentially end up with a bargain. So the car was faulty. It had a faulty motor. The main dealer couldn't repair it in a year because they were waiting for a part to arrive, and the previous owner just got sick of waiting, and we bought it sight unseen. And well, again, this could either prove that you can't repair them, they're uneconomical to repair, or it's just like any other car where you take it to an independent specialist, not a main dealer. We're not going to try and do it ourselves either. We're going to take it to a garage like you would do with any normal car. The trouble is, we bought a car with a faulty motor, and then in the last video we also found out that the climate control wasn't working. It hadn't had an MOT since October 2022. It hadn't moved for a while. It needed new discs, new pads, and well, whatever else they may find when it gets taken to the specialist. So we're here in Ripon at JA Services. We finally found a Yorkshire-based specialist for EVs to pick the car up. Now, he's either going to say, here's the massive bill, you idiots, I couldn't bother repairing it, or it couldn't be repaired, you need a new motor, throw it away, or we're going to end up driving out. What do you think it's going to be? Well, we can see it. There she is.
Wow.
Oh, hang on a minute. It's in its natural state, Harry.
Look at this.
With the bonnet slightly up. Yeah, it's definitely a French car.
Yeah, ooh la la.
Can we open it up? What's it looking like?
It's nearly done.
There's things missing.
Yeah. It's the sport version.
Oh, yes, so this is the Superleggera. So this is the light version.
Down version.
Yeah.
They've got rid of stuff they don't need.
Well, clearly some things to finish, which I'm guessing is going to be done any time soon. Let's go see Justin to see what. Whoa, is it running? Is this a failed experiment? And is this where I go, well, I'm glad I didn't fund this?
I think he sold parts of this to fund.
I hope the heater's working, because it's about, it's -2 at the moment.
Cold,
it feels it's
yeah.
really cold, so fingers crossed the climate control's now up and running.
And oil change.
Yeah. Which is looking good, isn't it? For less than 1,500 quid.
I think, yeah, for what you're going to get for that sort of money, it's a Billy bargain. And in fairness, if it all goes wrong, we can strip parts and sell it cars.
We'll just sell battery. Battery's worth more than we've paid for it. This is Justin from JA Services.
Hi.
Just to be clear, this isn't sponsored.
No.
This has been paid for.
Yeah.
But I'm happy to shout out any EV specialist in Yorkshire,
Good.
of which it appears you're the only one.
I was going to say, there isn't many of us.
No. So this, we were hoping, was just a basic, simple bearing issue, which is a known Renault Zoe motor thing when it's a certain mileage.
Yeah.
And it didn't need a new motor, which is what the Renault main dealer said it had to.
Yes.
So, bearing?
Bearing.
Was it a bearing?
It was. Yes. The two bearings at either end of the motor. One of them was quite rough when we managed to get it out.
In my head, a motor in an electric car is like replacing a gearbox in a petrol car. There's no electrical knowledge as such. Is it basically just stripping something out, putting it back in? Is it mechanical as opposed to computer sort of based?
Yes, it is. Yeah. You have to obviously power the system down because you don't want to electrocute it. So it'd be very, very difficult to do, but not completely impossible. You unbolt the motor out, unbolt the ends off it, separate it, and then it's just like replacing any other bearing. You use your bearing pullers to pull them off and then push them back on again.
Okay, so we've got a motor bearing. That's brilliant.
That's good.
Now we also noticed the climate control wasn't working. Now obviously we've spoken to you, we know what's happened, but ultimately there was a bit of fun and games from what you understand, and we were hoping it was just the gases escaped over time because it had been sat.
Yes.
And I know you said there were certain leaks, weren't there? You found a leak and then another one appeared and then another one.
Yeah.
So it wasn't just that, though, was it?
No. So we managed to seal the aircon system after, I think, 4 attempts getting different seals. We eventually managed, because all the seals had dried out, because the vehicle had been stuck for so long, all the seals had dried out. So new seals in, got it sealed, no problem, got it up to pressure, still wouldn't work. So started checking all the actual values and everything, and we had one pressure reading that just wouldn't change. didn't matter what we did, degas, regas, wouldn't change at all. So we started doing a bit of research, found there was a software update for it, but it wasn't in the climate control system, it was in the body control,
Oh,
if I
okay.
remember rightly.
Like the main ECU.
Yeah. So we did that software update, still no different. Turns out that the climate control board is a known problem on them.
Right.
So
That's a lot of the unknown problems.
yeah. So a new control unit in, reprogram,
New ECU.
new ECU.
Now, that wasn't too bad though, was it? I was expecting... the only ECU I've ever had to replace was about 15 years ago on a 306, and they wanted £1,000.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking, oh, Jesus. Yeah. So 350 quid for the
No,
car.
I didn't think it was too bad because when
for a brand new Renault.
yeah,
Ford
exactly.
car,
When we started sort of when we were told that was looking likely as the part, and I was like, I really don't want to. I'm the one that's going to have to foot this bill if this doesn't work. Every test procedure that we'd done led us to that conclusion.
Yeah.
And
it did fix it.
And it did fix it. So the heating.
But it didn't, though, did it? Because there was one more fix that needed doing for the climate control
To kick in.
It wasn't pumping out enough heat. And this is online, isn't it? This is a known thing. Yeah.
Yes.
But there's a tool, isn't it? A special tool you have to use.
Special tool. You have to keep the ambient air temperature sensor in the door mirror. When we were doing it, it was too cold, so the temperature was wrong. So yeah, we had to warm it up to
With a hairdryer.
with a hairdryer.
You can't do this by computer.
No. It is literally reset with hairdryer. So yeah, like I said, again, when you read that and you're sort of going, what have we done here? Why is this so problematic?
It worked.
It worked.
It did, yeah.
The climate control is working fine.
Yeah.
And the discs and the pads sorted, no problems. That's
Yeah,
basics.
yeah,
That's
just
fine.
straightforward, standard stuff.
So I guess now we've got to drive the car for the very first time, just because this will be asked in the comments. And it is a relatively common thing. I've seen a few Zoes for sale with a faulty motor. And there's even YouTubers that seem to do it themselves, I think. Could you give us a rough estimate, or them a rough estimate? So nothing else is done. The car's perfect. It's just the motor bearing. So assume everything else is good. Very, very rough, because I know there's variables you can't account. So don't come
to that.
This isn't a quote, but what sort of rough price guide
would look in somewhere between sort of 14 and 16.
Right.
And
how much for a gearbox repair on most cars? It's about the same in my head.
Yeah.
Like a DSG fairly.
Well, I mean, a DSG, yeah, I mean, you're talking 4,000 or 5,000 for a DSG.
Can you repair them?
There are specialists, but again, they're a bit like EV specialists. DSG repair centres are, few and far between.
I didn't seem that bad then.
Oh, look, a Nissan Leaf's just pulled up. Yeah, busy. Right, well, thanks, Justin. I'll probably see you when Model S needs hopefully no repairs at all. I guess we just need to get this driven.
Yeah.
And turn the heater on. Here she is. Look at that. She's back. She's in use. Oh, perfect. Let's see how she's doing then. So, it's been a few days.
A few days, yeah.
And I'd just like to say that the quality Michelin tyres that this comes with are a sign of a good owner.
They are, yeah.
Now, joking aside, because we always say that for the obvious reasons, but that's the first thing I look at when I'm
buying the car, yeah. Is zoom into the tyres, what have they got?
If you've never heard of the tyre, or if you spend as little as possible on tyres, what else have they skimped on?
Yeah, exactly.
That's what bugs me. It doesn't put me off a car entirely,
No.
but it makes me ask questions.
Yeah.
So anyway, right, several days, all good, been driving fine?
Absolutely.
Does it, I mean, we've had several Zoes, so I'm presuming it drives like it normally.
It goes forwards and backwards.
Forwards and backwards, yeah.
No knocks, no bumps. To be fair, it's the end of February. It's not the coldest, is it? It's nearly double digits most of the time. Doing 4.1 there, miles per
4.1 miles per kilowatt hour.
That's not bad, is it, really?
I have a modern car, that's good.
Yeah. So, I mean, it's not the most powerful thing in the world or anything, but for
No.
day-to-day stuff, it's difficult to Find something else, isn't it?
So what we need to do then is give it I don't know, a few weeks, a month, whatever, get it used, and then we'll
Come back
know
to it and have a
what
look.
state of health the battery's in.
Yeah,
Which you can. The best way of judging that is by seeing what mileage it does.
exactly.
You don't need to have a readout, do you?
No. How many miles does it do?
If this is 200 miles, there's nothing wrong with that battery because it is a battery owned
It is,
Zoe.
yeah.
So costs. This is the big, isn't it? Has this been an economical disaster? Has it been a really big positive thing?
It's been an interesting journey.
Yeah, we've proven you can absolutely repair EVs in the same way you can.
It's not as easy.
No,
It's trying to find that person.
Finding it.
But
was
once you
the-
find that person
yeah.
who's, and who we found has been absolutely brilliant.
Yeah, that
Very knowledgeable.
was a pain.
Yeah.
10th garage.
Yeah.
So it'd be nice to have someone local, wouldn't it? But it's
It
not.
would, but that will happen eventually.
It will do.
It's not like if you a normal car breaks, you take it to a garage or a local specialist.
No,
This
no.
one's just a little bit further away, not a million miles.
Well, the specialist we used to use for our VAG stuff back in the day was in Stoke-on-Trent.
60-mile trip, wasn't it?
No, it was 100 mile each way. Because it's Stoke-on-Trent, it's same way
Yeah,
it works.
where
So
you
that's
work, yeah.
4-hour round trip just to get serviced because we were so adamant of using that specialist.
Driving 30 miles now to get there and 30 miles back, nah, it's fine.
It's a car.
And stuff goes wrong.
Stuff goes wrong with
And
the car.
stuff
You
ain't
repair a
cheap.
car. Yep, it costs what it costs, but you can absolutely repair them. So, cost, right?
What does this cost?
1,450 quid. In fact, have you got your phone calculator?
I have. Let's have a look.
I could have used mine, but I made you get yours out.
No,
'cause I
it's
forgot
fine.
mine. I forgot one not using mine to record with.
There we go.
Right, so 1,450 for the car,
Yep. Transport?
250 quid, which I thought from East Anglia to Ripon is really
Good.
good.
An Uber. Just break down.
I thought they were really good. So 250 on that, and then we're just going to have to include everything.
Everything,
So
yeah.
it was one big bill.
Yeah.
So-
So it's had the motor.
Motor bearing replaced, and obviously he told us how much that was. It was
Yep.
roughly 1,400 for someone else, but this had more than that.
It did, yeah.
New discs and pads,
Discs and pads, yep.
MOT,
It was, yeah.
service,
Yep, lower arm. Lower arm.
lower arm suspension. Yeah, that was like 50 quid part,
Yep.
so it wasn't too bad, and fitting, I suppose. And then, of course, obviously the climate control that was just talked about,
the climate control. Yeah.
and the fact that it needed a new 350 quid ECU.
It did need that as well, didn't it? Yeah.
What did we come with? Yeah, I would say 2.5.
Yeah.
Was it 2.4? It was
About
2.4
that.
something anyway, including VAT, everything.
Getting it all on the
You know,
road,
and
that
again,
would take a lot.
it's had a lot of little other things, like I said, the MOT and discs and pads and everything. So
Calipers have been stripped as well. Oh, that's
full
it.
service, yeah. And the hairdryer fix.
The hairdryer fix, yeah.
That probably used a lot of electricity.
Hairdryer costs 30 quid, doesn't it? Something like that. And here we've been going, 30 quid for an hairdryer? That's hundreds of pounds.
You buy your hairdryers from a different place than my daughter does. Right, so let's call it 2.5.
So that's 4,200.
Right, so
A
4.2.
battery owned, one owner from you, full Renault service history.
Yeah, with quality Michelin tyres.
Yep.
And I think from memory, because it's been a few months now since we bought it, but basically I was between 5 and 5.5 for a battery owned 40 Zoe.
When we bought it in, yeah.
So like, well, I know 3 or 4 months ago now, I can't remember what it was. So basically, if we said 5,
Yeah.
you could have bought this 5 if there was no motor fault. Paid
The
4.2
nice
for it.
thing now is knowing that, oh, motor's going to be good for another.
Well, they'll never need doing again.
No, it won't. No.
Not in its lifetime. The discs and pads probably never need doing again in its lifetime.
So in theory,
And the ECU, I guess you would
who
know.
knows? It's French, isn't it? It spit its dummy out again. I don't know.
And what else did we get? Obviously, MOT's MOT. Climate control, they've gone through every inch of that and resealed pretty much everything.
Everything.
And
That was the hardest part later.
yeah, and regassed it like 4 or 5 times, I think he said. So ultimately, if you'd have bought a £5,000 Zoe, it could
Might
have
have
been
needed
fine,
all
or it
that.
might have needed something.
It's trick as broom.
Yeah, it's not the same car. So 4,200.
I don't think that's bad.
That's a big Billy bargain.
All I would say though is if somebody wants to do this, don't have it as your only car. Make sure you've got a run around.
Yeah.
Something like this could take a bit of time
Well,
to
the thing is-
diagnose, fix, repair.
We said we're in no rush for
No,
this because
no.
it's not our car. You know, as in take your time.
Do it-
It was sawned. It was MOT. It didn't have an MOT, and obviously we thought, well, until it's up and running, there's no point in
I'd
insurance.
say it's a couple of weeks' work, probably.
Yeah, if he had nothing else to do, I think he said it was probably he'd want at least a week for the motor.
Yeah.
But I guess what we're saying, if you've got a Zoe, this was mentioned so many times when I bought previous Zoes. Or as soon as it gets to 60, 70, 80, 90,000
That's
miles,
it.
throw it away. And it's thousands to fix. And I
Well,
know
it becomes a throwaway item, doesn't it? Like your old mobile phone.
yeah.
Even Music Magpie maybe won it.
Exactly. I know there's one or two YouTubers out there fixing them themselves, but that's not realistic.
99.9% of people haven't got the time, the tools,
The skill, and all that
Start
stuff.
messing around with high voltage battery system on the driveway.
Yeah. No, it's not
I
about
would not advise that.
No. So we used what? That was the
Everybody
whole
else
premise,
would
wasn't it?
use.
An independent garage, not a main dealer. So remember, they wanted £500,000.
And couldn't. Then they were going
Wait for a part,
Yeah.
But imagine if we or he, the previous owner, took it, paid five and a half grand,
Yeah.
and then had this climate control problem.
Of the ECU, yeah. They used to need a new ECU.
I mean, the ECU was 250 quid from Renault, but it was obviously installed by
the
this.
annual tax might have been considerably higher. Have they done?
Well, yeah, there's
work?
that, the discs and parts. It'd have been 7 or 8 grand.
It would have been, yeah, easily.
So I guess what we've learned from this is, yes, you can repair EVs. In this circumstance, it makes economical sense, but it's always a gamble. You never know. If it weren't for the climate control, this
Would have been
bargain.
quids in, yeah.
Still, there was to say this because I know it was only one main dealer, but I don't think any would have been any different. Can you
think
trust
you
a main dealer to repair a used
Well, it's not their.
any car?
Do you know what? It's not their bread and butter, is it? An EV.
No, you can't tell me that after 8 or 9 months, Renault dealer couldn't get a new motor for a 2017 car.
It does seem very strange, doesn't it?
Somewhat not right there. So yeah, I'm not buying that one. So it's a car,
It's a car.
is what we're saying.
You know what? It's a machine. Machines can be fixed.
And they go wrong.
They do.
Well,
Well, thankfully, less common in EVs and
there's less to go wrong.
less moving parts.
But again, that finding the person to do it was the biggest challenge, as you saw in one of the previous videos. So once you've got that, and you've
You're
got
off
that
it.
trusted, it's like anything, innit? Once you've got a trusted electrician, plumber,
Exactly.
you hang on to them, don't you?
Yeah.
And it's the same with the garage, I suppose. So I'll definitely be getting my Model S
I've
serviced.
had my Tesla just done there the other week.
I think this has been a good thing, and it's ongoing because the plan is to just run it for a few months
Yeah, let's see what and then
and see what happens.
maybe
Maybe
who
it
knows?
goes. Maybe it goes on
Maybe
sale.
it stays, maybe it goes.
Yeah.
See what we feel like.
So we'll probably do at least one update in terms of we'll give it a bloody good clean, and it needs a battery health test.
Yeah, I think what we should do, we should drive it to Windermere and back. That'd be a good battery test.
Yeah,
A nice day.
Or Whitby.
Up there and back again.
Yeah. A nice day. Right, thanks for watching, guys.
Thank you.
Remember, members, 99p a month, and that essentially helps to do this sort of stuff, or just interact with the channel,
Yeah.
basically. And does this encourage you to either keep yours, or if you've got one longer,
Get it fixed now, you can
get it fixed? Well, I think, let's say 1,500 quid as an average, and if there's nothing else. I've had way bigger bills for petrol cars. Hell, getting rid of that, there was an oil leak in the TT.
Oh, between the DSG and the engine block.
Yeah, the gearbox and the engine box. So they had to lower the engine to get to the £15 gasket. £1,200 because of the amount of labour involved.
Wow.
So don't tell me that this is not a petrol thing. Oh, I can fix mine for 100 quid a time.
No, you can't.
I'm sorry, no.
It doesn't happen.
Not when they get certain mileage and age. So anyway, thanks for watching, guys. See you soon.
Cheers. See you, bye.